The set is rotating in. This is not a fantastic fight. We're going to sash onto this knee. We get a ring toss. She's going to backflip out. We want to go on her so bad, but the set could do some serious damage. She is in her ultimate form. We're going to use our Aegis. We're going to sash her. We get a fat crit onto her. We ring toss. The ring toss gets the Neith, and we're able to ult the Beset. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play ZHA in the jungle. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, I thought ZHA was a girl for about 3 years, and then somebody finally corrected me. If you hear me refer to ZHA as a girl, I'm aware that he's a boy. It's just that 3 years where I thought he was a girl kind of subconsciously arises, and if I'm focused on something else, I may refer to him as a her. Terrible habit, but that's what you get for thinking that ZHA was a girl for 3 years. Anyway, let's go ahead and review ZHA's abilities. ZHA's passive can stack up to 20 times. Each time ZHA damages somebody with an ability or a basic attack, it's going to provide 1 stack. Critical hits are going to provide 2 stacks, and these stacks will disappear if ZHA has not dealt or taken damage in the last 10 seconds. Each stack is going to provide a 0.5% movement speed, stacks up to 20 times, and it also ties into her 2. ZHA's 1 is her ring bounce. She's going to throw a ring forward. It's going to bounce between enemies. At level 1, there are 4 bounces. At level 5, there are 8 bounces. Each bounce can remove some protections, increase ZHA's movement speed by 5%, and apply a 12.5% slow that can stack up to 2 times. ZHA's 2 is going to increase her attack speed. It's going to give her a 15% critical strike. It's going to last 4 seconds at level 1, 6 seconds at level 5, and the heal per passive stack is 0.75%. So she can have up to 20 stacks. 0.75 times 20 equals 15%. So if you have the full 20 stacks and you pop your 2, ZHA is going to heal for 15% of her maximum health. ZHA's 3 is a line attack. If it successfully hits the enemy, it's going to stun them. This ability can critically strike, and then ZHA is going to ride the sash towards the enemy. ZHA's ultimate. ZHA is going to dash forward. If he hits an enemy god, he's going to knock them into the sky. And then there are going to be these little flowers. If you can time them right, they're going to be critical strikes, and then ZHA is going to smack them back down to the ground, knocking back any enemies that are within the radius. This ult is really good at single target selection. Now let's kind of get back into the gameplay. So we're making our way over right. We see that the Beset just jumped in. We're going to try to focus the Beset. We sash her, focus her for the Heimdall. I'm able to get the pick. We're going to fall back. We did lose our Sobek. This is not a great fight for us, especially since we're only level 3. We're going to try to get some stacks, maybe even get this camp. We use our 2 to get the increased attack speed. Another thing worth pointing out is that ZHA has an attack chain. So right here we try to use our sash onto the knee. Unfortunately, Jeb eats it. We get rooted and take a whole bunch of return damage. We're going to run away from this Jeb. We are terrified, so we blink, and then Jeb starts his roll. If we would have held our blink off just a couple of seconds, we probably could have blinked away from the rolling Jeb. Really, that was a bad engagement. We thought we might be able to get our sash onto that Neith right there, and then maybe get a pick onto her, but Jeb just ate it, and then we took a whole bunch of return damage that we were not expecting to receive. We're going to move our way to our speed buff.
Don't stop now! Your middle tower is under attack!
They were warned.
Enemy missing right! Enemy
We pick up our speed. We're going to make our way to the jungle shrine. Ymir's pretty weak, but I'm going to try to tell him that I'm going for my blue buff. He is going to rotate over. So ZHA's attack chain, it's single attack, single attack, single attack, AoE attack. Yeah, there's 4 total. His final one is an AoE. His third attack does more damage than the first two, and his fourth attack does the most damage. We're going to use our 2, get a little bit of increased movement speed, also get a little bit of a heal. So in terms of the leveling order, we're going to want to max out our 1 first, and then I like to max out the 2. That was a good backfire by Vulcan to avoid the soul ultimate. The set is on our soul. We kind of held him to a stalemate, and now we're just going to hold middle lane while our soul backs. If they move to invade our red, there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do. Luckily, it does not seem like they realized the opportunity that they had to invade our red buff, and they're just going to go for our red buff.
Your middle tower is under attack.
While we are holding lane, we are getting all the XP from mid, so even though we're not jungling, we are still leveling up. We're going to make our way to our red buff.
On my way.
We drop red. I don't think Soul got any of that XP, unfortunately. We do have our ultimate, so we're looking to ult somebody.
Ultimate is ready. On my way.
We're going to move up the backside. There's 2 people weak over here. We think maybe they'll be hanging out in the back of tower, but they have returned to base. So we're going to fall back. We're going to go check their red. It's not there. So right there, we just wasted a lot of time rotating around, getting a whole lot of nothing for it. We use our sash onto the Beset, we get our ring toss off, and that's kind of all we have right now. We did get that Beset to use her beads. That is a beautiful thing with ZHA. ZHA's combo usually is a sash in followed by an ultimate. So if you just sash in, people will be scared and then just pop their beads, whether you ult them or not. In a team fight, you can always kind of do a beads check. If you hit an enemy with a 3, there's a very good chance that they'll use their beads. And if you're intentionally planning to not ult somebody on the first one to do a beads check, there's a good chance that you can pull their beads. A lot of people will beads as soon as ZHA sashes them. Ymir's on our blue, we're going to make our way over there, see if we can get some of the XP before he kills it. We are able to. We're going to start hitting these harpies.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We do not have eyes on Vulcan in mid, so we're going to be kind of careful on how we rotate. We're going to hit these mid harpies, see if we can get any vision on him. Set up a ward just in case. I am playing with the soul in mid, so I set up some wards for him. We're going to use our sash, we use our ultimate. We get all 3 critical hits. We get our ring toss off. Unfortunately, we did not get the Vulcan, and that is all we have. We're thinking about rotating right. They are full health, so we're actually going to
An enemy has been slain.
check their damage real quick. Their damage is up, so we're going to go for it. It looks like Beset is rotating to get the damage. She could have jumped on me right there, but instead I think she peeled back to go for her damage. So she probably just made the realization that we stole it. Now we are on our red buff, and she's too far away. She is moving towards the right lane. She gets to pick onto the Heimdall. We're going to rotate over, see if we can help this Sobek out.
I cannot hear over your babbling.
Heimdall is very upset with me. We get our sash off. We get a ring toss off. We eat a lot of damage, so we're going to start falling back. We use our 2, get a little bit of a heal.
Retreat.
Soul's rotating in, Vulcan's rotating in. Our ult is up in 20. Beset's here. We're going to be very careful.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Ultimate is down.
This fight is still going on, and right now our speed is up, so at any point in this fight we could back and then go get our speed. We're going to sash the Vulcan. We ult him, but he feeds, and the Jeb uses his shield. We're going to try to focus this Jeb. Unfortunately, I still don't think this is a great fight, so we're just going to back. With ZHA, and in terms of the build, we're going to be going into the tier 1 of Brawler's Beatstick or the Crusher. We're not sure which item we're going to get quite yet. And then we're going to go into Warrior's Tabi. So this game, I believe I'm going into Brawler's Beatstick. ZHA, with her ring bounce, is able to apply that anti-heal to everyone on the enemy team very effectively. But at the same time, she would really benefit from the Crusher, the bonus damage that the Crusher does, and the bonus attack speed that the Crusher provides. I think either option is viable, but we are going against a Shock, so we kind of just assumed we're going to need this anti-heal.
Enemy missing middle.
So we do have a little bit of a slow start this game. Usually with ZHA you can get a pick right after your first rotation. We're going to check the red buff. Vulcan just dropped it. We're going to go ahead and steal his small harpy. Ymir is getting ganked by 2 people, so we're going to rotate right. There's no way we can make it to Ymir in time. We might be able to get one of these guys in the right lane.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We sash. We're going to ring toss. Neath ults. We're going to dash Neath without sashing her. We get 3 crits on her. She comes down. Time's able to get the final pick. We're going to try to get this Jeb. And we're able to get it. And it looks like our Ymir survived as well. So while Ymir was getting ganked, I realized that the jungler could not make a rotation all the way to the right lane. So we were going to pressure the right lane. If they got Ymir, the goal was to get at least one person in right.
Middle tower is under attack.
You've only just begun, haven't you?
We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money. We're going to hit one more camp. But we have enough money for the Crusher or Brawler's Beatstick. We're going to be going Brawler's Beatstick this game. Crusher would do a little bit more damage, but Brawler's is a little bit better because it has the utility of the anti-heal. If you want to go the full damage, I would go into Crusher. If you're trying to help out your team or you're going against a healer, Brawler's Beatstick is the way to go. So we're going to focus the big minion. We get our AoE 4th hit onto all the minions. We're going to hit this Jungle Shrine.
On my way.
So even though we do not have any kills, we do have 3 assists. We miss our line attack onto the Beset. We're just going to hit these Harpies.
Enemy ultimate down.
We do have our ultimate. I believe Vulcan's beads are down. We're going to chase him a little bit. We miss our sash. We're going to throw our ring. We're able to get the final hit. We're going to go ahead and ult him. Soul is able to get the pick. Beset is in her ultimate, so she's dealing a lot of damage, and I was completely unaware that the Jeb and Neath were rotating behind us. Turn around and just instantly gone. So we may have overstayed that fight a little bit. As soon as we got our ult off, we should have tried to get the Vulcan down and then peel back. We would have had to peel back mid because we were getting rotated from right. I think they were going to get us. They did a lot of things right there. So after going into Brawler's Beatstick, we are going to be going into Deathbringer. Deathbringer is a very expensive item and is not usually picked up this early on most characters because things like flat pen and power and some of the passives are just a little bit better than Deathbringer for the price. Deathbringer gives you a decent amount of power, some crit strike chance, and it's going to enhance the damage of your crits. But if you were to just get Boots and then Deathbringer versus a Boots versus Erendite, Erendite will lay more consistent damage out. However, the Deathbringer has the potential to deal more damage because of the crit strike chance. We're going to go ahead and ult this Vulcan. we get 3 ults off. The reason we can go into Deathbringer with ZHA is because she has some crits built into her kit. Meaning that we are kind of taking away... Ooh, we get a great sash onto Jeb. Meaning we do not have to rely on the critical strike chance because we have crits in our ultimate. So 100% crit chance, essentially, in our ultimate. So we're going to increase the damage of those crits. There's only a few assassins I would build Deathbringer on this early. ZHA's one, Ratatasker, if you're going with the Dash Acorn, is the probably only other one. So right now, we're kind of just in this awkward spot. We don't have any fantastic power spikes quite yet. As soon as we get Deathbringer online, we will have a pretty decent power spike. We're going to make our way to the blue buff. If Ymir does not rotate all the way to the left lane, I might clean up that minion wave. Looks like our team's going for Pyromancer. I'm going to go clean up the right. I'm going to do a little damage check onto this chalk real quick. He immediately ults me.
Nice job.
Enemy ultimate down.
We do have our ultimate. We get the slow off from our ring toss. We're going to go ahead and ult him. Our team is closing in, so we're buying a little bit of time for our team to come in. We get the sash, and we're able to get the pick. So, good thing we did a damage check on that chalk. We do good damage to him. Good to know. We might have to show up in that left lane a little more often. Plus, we also have the anti-heal for chalk.
Enemies in the left jump. Enemies in the left jump.
No problem. Okay.
We're zooming around the map because we have the Pyromancer. And if you look at the circle below our Titan on the mini-map, that is the timer for the Pyromancer, so it's about halfway done. 2 people rotating from left to mid. We're going to check right lane real quick.
Your right tower.
We get an attack off. We miss our sash. We take a whole lot of return damage. Heimdall is impressed with our skill. So we're going to rotate mid.
Retreat right
The
lane.
set is rotating in. This is not a fantastic fight. We're going to sash onto this Neath. We get a ring toss. She's going to backflip out.
Your left tower is under
We want to go on her so bad, but the set could do some serious damage. She is in her ultimate form. We're going to use our Aegis. We're going to sash her. We get a fat crit onto her. We ring toss. The ring toss gets the Neath, and we're able to ult the Beset. Beautiful little turnaround. We're going to go ahead and back. And then after Deathbringer, we are going to be going into Hydra's Lament.
Lots of it.
I just really like this item, this playstyle of weaving in a basic attack in between your abilities. So we could potentially just use our 3, get a basic attack off, and we're getting the Hydra's proc.
Thanks. Thanks.
Heimdall goes down to the Gold Fury. And he's throwing up the surrender vote. We're going to keep working towards this backline. We can absolutely get this Vulcan. So that's able to get the pick. That is a
Fire giant.
cleanup in the left lane. We have 4 people here. I think we can go for this Fire Giant. The set could potentially rotate in. However, I think we're just going to be fine here. Able to drop the Fire Giant.
Whoopee!
We're going to move to our blue buff. With the blue buff, we're waiting for the Ghost to spawn, and then we're going to use our Ring Toss. If we just use the Ring Toss on the one minion, it'll hit him once and disappear. So after going into Deathbringer, I feel like you actually have a couple of options. I'm going into Hydra's Lament. I think another item that is pretty fun on ZHA is the Shield of Regrowth. Whenever you pop your 2, you'll get the increased movement speed from the Shield of Regrowth, and it'll really allow you to zip around the map. I think we're going Hydras and then Shield of Regrowth. I think either order. We use our 3. We're going to go ahead and ult this Neath. And that is 100% of her health gone. And that's what we're looking to do on their squishy characters all game long. Right here, we're going to group up the minions, use our final hit. We get the AoE onto the whole wave. There's a bit of a team fight. We're going to rotate in, see if there's anything we can do. We do have our full kit minus our ultimate.
An enemy has been slain.
Heimdall gets the pick onto the Vulcan. We're going to dash in on the Beset. We get our ring toss off. Jeb uses a shield on her. We're going to use our 2, get the increased attack speed and the additional crit chance. We're going to try to focus this Jeb, but we're not really a basic attack focused assassin. Jeb, you're so tanky. And he is unfortunately going to be able to get away. We do have our blink, but we're going to stick to this Beset. We got a fat crit onto her. We need just one more fat crit. We miss. We Aegis. We're going to have to run. We use our 2 to get some increased movement speed. We miss our ring toss onto the Jeb. We're able to peel out. Heimdall is still impressed by my skill. I don't know why he's being so salty. I did miss a few things, but, like, calm down, man. We get the sash onto Chalk. We're gonna move for this tier 1 tower in right lane. Gold Fury is up. Although they still have all 5 team members on their team. We do have our ultimate. We get the ring sash off on Vulcan and his turret. We use our ultimate, but he's able to beads it. We get the basic a 919 auto attack onto the Vulcan. Hitting some fat crits on the minion camp.
They were warned.
Our team is cleaning up fat in right lane. We're going to sash the Jeb, use the ring toss to get the increased movement speed and peel out. While ZHA is sashing, it's possible for her to avoid damage. We get the ring toss off, but it bounces away.
I see.
We're trying to be careful. We know Jeb is very tanky and that their team is probably rotating in behind him.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for our Hydra's Lament.
I feel supercharged.
I'm on it.
And we almost have enough for our Shield of Regrowth. We're going to pick up some wards and a health potion. Make our way back out to lane. We're able to drop the Gold Fury. So why not go Deathbringer before Brawler's Beatstick? The tier 1 version of Brawler's Beatstick is going to provide you 15 physical power. The tier 1 version of Deathbringer is only going to give you 10 physical power. So the tier 1 hammer is just going to give you a little bit more power, a little bit better of a start. You'll be able to clear wave a little bit faster and rotate around the map early game a little bit faster.
Group up. Help left lane. Ultimate is ready.
Ymir looks like he needs some help. He is ulting. The set jumps out. We miss our sash. We're going to use our ring toss. We're holding our ultimate. We get a fat crit onto the Beset. Looking for the Vulcan. We root him or stun him with our 3. We miss our ring attack. We're going to go ahead and ult this Chalk. Hit all of our crits. He lands. We use our sash and we're able to get the pick. Fat shell for my teammate. Appreciate that.
An enemy has been slain.
And we are just marching down lane. We're going to clean up this Jeb. And they are going to surrender. Well, if you guys enjoyed this game, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. Stats for this game will be posted in just a second. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.